How you doing, guys? I'm Richard from Yes I Can, and welcome back to another episode of Richard's Bathroom Nightmares. Let's go. All right, guys, we're back here in the nightmare bathroom. If you haven't seen the first episode, we're gonna have a link in the description somewhere here, there, I don't know, somewhere. I'm sure my editors will link it in, which we go through what was here and what the problems are. Today's video is more about what we've done with the waterproofing to show you guys sort of where we've come to, and where we're about to go to. So let's take it away, guys. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the negative membrane, all right? So this is the whole point of the last video, was to identify that you need a contractor that knows the difference between a positive membrane and negative membrane waterproofing. You also need the company and a waterproofing solution company that sort of has different solutions for different problems. Something that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, but something that is, quickly, a problem is quickly addressed and a solution is quickly available for it. And the good thing about Yes I Can is some of our partner companies are amazing at just that, okay? So this is what it looks like now that the negative membrane is down. We're doing the final coats today. We've done the epoxy behind the cementitious layer. Cementitious layer is more there for, it aids in a positive membrane as well. It also aids in any adhesion of anything like tiles or anything you want to put on there. We just put it on there anyway right now as an extra layer of protection. On the floors here, we have a negative membrane epoxy waterproofing solution. Again, we've got another coat to go on that. Basically, this is bulletproof. There's no need to use technical jargons. If you guys want to know more information of the actual products that we use, just give me a call. In this video, it's all about showing you guys the solution that we've come up with, the over-engineering, and making sure that nothing will ever happen to this bathroom, and me being confident enough to give a lifetime warranty on this bathroom. So as we discussed the last time, we've got dirt coming up to about here, right? With the negative membrane, and again, as we discussed last time, there isn't much flex in it. It's a very rigid membrane system. So there's a possibility that it may crack in the lower corner. So what we've done as well, we've done the grate. We've cut the concrete out, a grate that is sort of falling towards the outside. So if this membrane ever failed, the failure point will be, the critical point will be the joint between the wall and the floor. And if it does break there, then we've got a separation from sort of the screed and the tiling solutions that we're going to have on top of this. So at no point ever should the water or a rising damp ever get to the screed, which is what we're trying to avoid here. We've also put in the cuttings in the walls. This is going to allow airflow because there's going to be a timber wall behind here in front of this. So we're going to go through that in a second. This is going to allow airflow. So if water does ever get through here, it's going to dry up relatively quickly and we're not going to get any smells. So let's take this step at a time. First of all, let's have a look at this grate. We've cut it all the way through. It's about 50 to 60 mil deep. It's about 100 mil wide. It runs from one end of the wall and we've put it so it went outside. Now, we had a chat with our plumbers. We could not plumb this into the plumbing in this bathroom. And the reason for that is there's no real way of putting a gully in there. If you don't have a gully in there, you're gonna get smells coming out of it. So we decided just to plumb it straight outside the wall. We'll put a mesh there to prevent any critters coming in. And that's all you need for that one. In terms of the vents, we're gonna have covers on top of these vents. I don't know if you guys remember from the last video, but this wall here was all sandstone. So we've had our guys form it up, fill it up all with concrete and render. And then we put our negative membrane on top of that. So anything that we put in front of this is never gonna get affected by the moisture outside, rising damp and the like. So we've also installed a new window. So I don't know if you guys remember, this was a bigger opening. So we've bricked that up. We've also installed a window sill on the outside and installed a new window. Now we went with the dual awning windows here. Good thing about awning windows for bathrooms is you can leave them open. You can't really see in and rain doesn't come through. So you can leave these open in summer like all the time and it gives you a bit more privacy as well. So that's what we've designed here. Now, what's the next stages for this bathroom? Well, the next thing we've got to do is now that we've done the negative membrane and now we're going to do another positive membrane on top. Negative membrane stops water going from the bottom up. Positive membrane stops water coming from the top down. So we have a couple of challenges as we discussed in the last video, and that is how we're going to frame this out. So we are building a brick veneer sort of bathroom in here. So we're separating, no tiles are going on the bricks. We're building complete timber substructure in here. So one of the biggest challenges is we can't screw into the negative membrane on the floor. So again, and I mentioned this in the last video, it's very important that you have a waterproofing company that has an overall solution. So they've supplied us with the recommended glue so it doesn't react with the negative membrane waterproofing. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to build the timber frames, we're going to attach it to the ceilings, we're going to tie and strap it into the walls, and then we're going to glue it to the floors. And once the whole structure is built as a unit, it won't move anymore, it won't flex. And that's very important to prevent cracking in the future. Excessive movement in walls will create cracking in the grout lines and in the corners where the walls meet up. And it's very important. The other thing is, and I brushed on this briefly in some of my other videos, and that is I do not like to put two substrates into a corner in any situation, but more importantly, when you have tiles. So if I was to put a timber wall across here and then tie it into this rendered wall, they will expand and contract at two different rates. So the likelihood of this corner joint here cracking is quite significant. So you'll see as we finish building this bathroom, we're going to have a complete frame, including a frame that goes here. We're going to have timber that comes up here, all around the wall, so it's a complete brick veneer solution. What that does is it gives it a separation between, the concrete, the stone, and the others, what's happening behind me, and the actual part of the bathroom that we're building new. Some of the guys, the other thing we've done here is the plumbing. So all the plumbing is relocated. It's been concreted in. I'm sure my guys will cut into that in a second and show you how we've pinned it all together, which is quite important as well for the pinning. If you want to know a bit more about that, look at my last video. But what's going to happen here, we're going to have a very long strip drain that goes from one end to the other. So we have a toilet that's going here, we have a floor waste that's going there, and this is going to be inside a wall that's going across here, and that'll be used for the laundry and for the vanity, okay? I don't know if you guys remember, but we had a stink pipe that came up the wall here. That's been capped off. The stink pipe has been relocated, and all unnecessary plumbing here is now compliant and capped off. Everything here is to scratch. Okay, guys? So in a nutshell, and the reason why I'm doing these videos is this is a bathroom nightmare, okay? This could have been a bigger nightmare for the customer had they had the wrong builder, taking this project on. With my company, and I say this all the time, we're not the only good company out there. There are plenty of companies out there. There aren't many of them, however, that have the technical knowledge for every single scenario. With Yes I Can Project Group, me being the owner and director of the company, I don't have a big head, I don't know everything. But I have a team that combined, we are industry leaders. This is why it's very important for me that I have the best of the best team, because every person is an expert in his field. My waterproofer is only a waterproofer. My tiler is only a tiler. My carpenter is only a carpenter. That allows them to be experts in their fields and not the jack of all trades and the master of none. My guys are experts. So when we do come across situations, which I'm not sure about, we consult and then we come up with a solution. This bathroom here costs a little bit right now to rectify, but it's going to save the client thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in the future. I'm giving them a lifetime warranty on these bathrooms so they can rest assured that they never have to worry again. Guys, stay tuned for the video that's coming up after this. It won't be part of this series, but it will be a video of the befores and afters once we've done with this bathroom. And until the next bathroom nightmare, I'm Richard from Yes I Can. Guys, you can visit our website, www.yesican.com.au. You can contact us on 1-800-300-YES. That's 1-800-300-937. Email us at info@yesican.com.au. And until next time, don't forget, at Yes I Can, if we can't do it, no one can.